Hello, this is Martha Hines, and today I am so happy to be introducing you to a new group called the Divine Peace Garden Collective. So today with me, I have several of the 9 other women who have joined together with me to create this group called the Divine Peace Garden Collective. And our entire goal is to be of service to you and to be of service to the world, specifically because in this time, as we all are very clear and aware, there are many reasons that we might individually and collectively be feeling out of sorts, in fear, out of balance. We might be having a lot of trauma coming up, or just, even the news creating lots of difficult feelings, or all of the above. And I'm going to introduce them in a second. And I also just want to briefly explain to you why I felt so called to bring together this group. So I've been getting told by the spirit world for many months now that a big part of my work, my role on the planet at this time, is to hold space for us to come back into a place in ourselves and our nervous system that is where we can feel held and we can feel at peace, we can feel calm. And on a neurobiological level, we can come out of the parasympathetic, we can come out of the sympathetic nervous system and back into the parasympathetic nervous system. So in other words, a lot of us tend to be in fight or flight mode, which isn't healthy for lots and lots and lots of reasons. And I've talked about that in lots of my other videos. But what I felt when I felt into, okay, how can I hold space for that? There are a lot of ways I do that in my own work, but I pretty quickly realized this would be so much more powerful if there was a group of us. So, and something I keep feeling over and over and over again with my clients and just hearing from lots of you is one-on-one work certainly is helpful, but community is actually what so many of us are really wanting and really needing. So that is what brings me to the point of now being able to bring together these women and several more. And again, I just want to highlight another thing, that another reason to all of this is that when I look at the astrology coming up now we're in March of 2023. So coming up very soon, and then through this year and beyond, one major thing that's happening is on March 23rd, Pluto will be entering Aquarius. And then this summer of 2023, Pluto will be squaring the nodes of the moon while it's doing a dance between Capricorn and Aquarius. So one potential of Pluto entering Aquarius is that we could be being called to really unearth lots and lots of trauma or traumatic events or things in our psyche, Aquarius, that need to move, that we are here to be transmuting and transforming. So that's great on the one hand. And at the same time, if we're going to be doing that, we need to feel also held. I mean, to feel safe. And we need to have places that we can go to have some kind of antidote to that, right? That's soothing and calming, and where we can just feel held and like we're not doing this alone. So we're not doing this alone. And this group is proof of that. And I would love to introduce them to you. So first, we're just going to go around in a circle, and everybody is going to tell you a little about why they are here and what they're going to be offering. So first, we have Vanessa Nixon.
Thank you so much, Martha. And I first want to say I'm so honored to be part of this community of incredibly wise women. And I'm a traditional naturopath. And for the last 30 years, I've been using tools like nutritional healing, herbal medicine, flower essences, homeopathy, embodiment to really help women in particular weave all of these strategies into a really solid foundation so that they can feel held. And my intention for this retreat is to be able to offer some really practical, actionable, easy to implement tools that people can use to get back to that place of feeling safe and calm and peaceful. And so to that end, I'm going to be talking about 3 natural strategies to get you from anxiety and depression to peace.
Yes, and thank you. I didn't name explicitly part of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing holding space in various ways, but the most immediate thing coming up is this retreat that we're holding from March 24th, 25th, 26th. It's going to be online, and each of these women are going to name what they will be offering in that retreat. And again, there are several other women who are also part of it. And we'll say more at the end about the retreat, more details, but keep going in our circle. Kathleen.
Thank you so much, Martha. And yes, like Vanessa said, I'm deeply honored to be here, be part of this group. My name is Kathleen Joan. I am a priestess of the divine feminine. And my work in general helps people encounter the divine sacred source and lifting up the feminine aspect of she who is, which for many people, because we've been raised with this history of patriarchal religion that is tied in with so many different forms of oppression and violence in our world, bringing back a sense of sacred source as she or goddess can be part of a deep healing and a deep releasing of trauma and a deep sort of recentering in who we are and in just relationships in our world. And so that's kind of the overall purpose of my work. But for this particular experience in this retreat, I'm actually here in the capacity of a Reiki master and Reiki practitioner, because Reiki is one of the ways that I help people reconnect with sacred source. And so my intention for this event is to give you an experience through Reiki, through distant energy healing, of being held, like really being deeply energetically held on a physical level, right? Because energy is it works with our whole physical and mental and emotional system. And really feeling yourself held in the arms of the goddess, as I like to put it. One of my favorite descriptions of Reiki is a hug from the divine, right? A hug from the divine mother. So any way that you want to imagine that, there's no spiritual or religious requirement to participate in this, but I hope that when you're part of this, our offerings through this group, that I can offer through Reiki that deep experience of relaxation, letting go as you're being held energetically by source, by something greater.
Thank you. And I always just love receiving Reiki from you, Kathleen. Thank you. Nikki.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm also very honored to be part of this collective. It feels already just very healing to be present within this circle of women who are bringing together their tools of their own personal journeys that brought them to the work they do, and then with that be in service to others. And that's the way I see my offering to this retreat or in this collective is, of course, as part of my own journey that I have gone through, as well as the journey I have now witnessed and held for many people over 25 years of being a therapist and also an educator around trauma and anxiety, and also a multimedia artist who are using the arts for transformation and healing. And really allowing to see what we need to come back to the soul, the essence of the soul, not just our functioning ego-driven mania that has a hard time with the uncertainty and change that is happening collectively and it impacts us personally. And so for me, I have been a seeker all my life, have done shamanic healings, energy healings, work with plant medicines and other tools that have helped me to stay in my own sanity, and also deal with the intergenerational and ancestral trauma that I'm carrying. So it's not only my own story that I'm carrying, but I'm also working with the collective of the past, the collective of the present, and my interactions and the energies that can accumulate and that I still need to also, or work with cleaning out of my system so I can actually come back to the source that allows me to feel my joy in the midst of the chaos, the pain, the suffering. So lots of tools to work with the overwhelm, the stress of being human. I also love the medicine of humor. And in the retreat, I'm offering mystical storytelling to really look at the beliefs that we carry that keep us stuck in the trauma that we have experienced, in the anxiety. And for me, anxiety is deeply linked with belief structures that we accumulated that helped us to survive but not thrive. So I hopefully, create a journey of exploration with curiosity and lots of compassion.
Thank you, Nikki. Michelle.
My name is Michelle Suppressi, and I too am very grateful to be part of this collective healing circle and have personally already found that my nervous system has settled. Just the power of the collective has been so amazing. And so we really want to invite you into this collective as part of the collective. All of us sharing together ways that, we can come back to ourselves, ways that we can clear away whatever obstructions are existing, keeping us from expressing ourselves and our gifts as fully as we possibly can in this world. I am a creative depth coach and a soul collage facilitator. And what I found in my workshops and classes is it astonishes me the depth of wisdom that I see in every person that comes into my workshops, and just the depth of women, the depth of wisdom that each one has. I do work primarily with women, and I know men have this as well, but that's kind of what I'm working with most of the time. And also how easily we can actually really access our own wisdom within. I do work a lot with parts as a soul collage facilitator and a creative depth coach. I work with parts of self. And so in my workshop, Getting Guidance and Working with Anxiety and Overwhelm by Connecting to Your Inner Wisdom, we will be working with the parts of ourselves that are feeling the anxiety or are feeling overwhelmed, and accessing and connecting to parts that are able to help soothe, settle, and stabilize us. So that's really sort of the essence of what I will be doing through a guided journey and through some creative arts processes, really connecting to the wise one within to help stabilize and support our whole system and move more deeply into that place of just self-acceptance, self-care, and self-love. Yeah.
Beautiful, Michelle. Yes. Amy.
Thank you, Martha. Hi, everybody. It's so wonderful to be a part of this really beautiful collective. And I'm so looking forward to being on this journey with you. My name is Amy Tomczak. I'm a psychotherapist, a creativity coach, and a meditation instructor. And I am really looking forward to offering my workshop called Anxiety Balm, Soothing Our Hearts Through Loving Awareness and Creative Expression. And I felt called to offer this because it feels like there is so much in our world that is bombarding us through all of the media, the electronics, the overstimulation, having access to so much news, so much often, as well as coming out of the pandemic and really trying to find who we are now. And I feel that all of this takes us out of our own birthright of our presence, our loving presence, our loving awareness, which is our deeply felt and embodied place that each of us has access to. And so my hope and intention in the workshop and in working with you is to offer a chance to come back to this loving awareness and be able to really touch into our deep creative source and presence as an anxiety balm for these times.
I feel soothed literally just hearing you talking. Thank you so much. It's really amazing. Barbara.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. And as everyone else has said, just deeply honored and deeply delighted to be part of this Divine Peace Garden. You know, my name is Barbara Juniper, and I've been a gardener for many years. So when Martha said, what about a Divine Peace Garden? It's like, oh yeah, yeah. Because truthfully, all of you who are watching this, you're each a flower. You're your own unique flower. And anxiety and fear and stress and overwhelm can be like putting toxic water on the flower, and the flower doesn't thrive, it doesn't grow. So what I'm hoping to be in being part of this collective is that we sprinkle you with fertilizer that's coming from all different places, and that your heart begins to blossom, and that you feel the capacity and the holding and the loving and the safety to wrap your arms around those places of anxiety and fear and let them know that they can just dissolve. I will be offering a workshop introducing you to someone that's very close to me. She's an awakened being. Her name is Tara, and she's a female Buddha, and I will be guiding you in a practice to get to come to know her and to feel the blessings of Tara. Tara's intention, as she was on her own path of spiritual awakening, was to remove fear and anxiety for all beings, and to remove obstacles, obscurations that keep us from really tapping into the way that each one of these women has talked about source and our own divinity, our own sacred being, our own joy, our own wisdom. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm a sound healer and a spiritual mentor, and I will also be introducing some sound practices that you'll be able to use. Like Vanessa was saying, really easy to use and applicable practices that you can take home with you and use on a daily basis. So right now, I'm just going to encourage you for a moment, if you feel comfortable, to close your eyes. I'm going to sing a song called Sit With Your Pain. It was a song composed by a beautiful young Scandinavian woman. Her name is Fia. And it goes like this. Sit with your pain, cradle it close, and when you're ready, listen close. Sit with your pain, cradle it close, and when you're ready, let it go. Sit with your pain, cradle it close, lean in and listen. Take it slow. Sit with your pain, cradle it close, and when you're ready, let it go. One more time. Sit with your pain, cradle it close, lean in and listen. Take it slow. Sit with your pain, cradle it close, and when you're ready, let it go. And when you're ready, let it go. And when you're ready, let it go.
Thank you, Barbara. I could just break down crying from that. So, whew. Yes, and Barbara is going to be, the retreat itself is going to be 3 days. And Barbara is actually going to be closing each day with songs. So it's going to be just even that is going to be such an incredible treat. I am so looking forward to that. And just to give you all a little more detail about the retreat itself. So again, the retreat is going to be online for 3 days, March 24th, 25th, 26th. It will all be recorded. So you can be there live or you can have, well, you will have the recording, period. You can be there live and have the recording, or just have the recording, and you can come in and out on those 3 days, whatever works for you. It will be held from 10 a.m. Pacific to 4 p.m. Pacific, each of those 3 days. And on the day 1, there will be 4 workshops, and on the other 2 days, there'll be 3 each. And then again, closed at each day with Barbara and her beautiful songs and prayer. And we're trying to make this very accessible. So, we're giving many options. We have the normal rate, but then we have 3 tiers of accessibility available in terms of pricing. So please, we want you to be able to be there. We want it to be accessible to you. If this is something you're needing, please reach out, and I want to make it possible for it to happen for you. Yeah, I really feel deeply moved. Again, I could just cry thinking about the fact that I feel like so many of us just need this. I know a lot of my own clients and people who tend to come to me, lots of you listening to this, tend to be the givers. I am a giver. I think I can speak for myself, but a lot of us need a space where we can receive. And that's like one of the biggest challenges I hear from my clients is I don't know how to receive. I don't have opportunities to receive. This circle, this collective, this retreat is absolutely an opportunity where we want you to be able to receive, because as we know, when we receive, suddenly we can actually give a lot more easily to the world and to the people we love. And also, just to name the 3 people who will be part of the retreat who aren't on this video right now are Michelle Marlahan, who is a therapeutic yoga instructor, and she'll be leading us through a beautiful therapeutic movement exercise during the retreat. Soraya Keating, who's also a licensed psychotherapist, but she's also a yoga instructor, and she'll also be doing a movement workshop. And then Kristen Paradiso, who is going to she's going to do the last workshop on the last day. And it's the most perfect topic for closing this whole thing, which is she also does therapeutic art workshops centered on animal medicine, and she's going to do a beautiful workshop on butterfly medicine. It's like so perfect for healing, transformation. And then Barbara again will close us out with a beautiful song. So that is the general overview of the retreat. All of the information for seeing, the flow of the days and the pricing and everything will be with this video. And please reach out to us with any questions. You can reach me at livingtheonelight@gmail.com. Does anyone else want to say anything before we close? Okay. Well, yes, blessings to all of you. We hope that even just listening to this brings you peace and joy and connection. See you soon.